Have you sealed your plastic trims yet?
Have you sealed your plastic trims in?
Have you sealed your plastic trims yet?
Matt, have you sealed your plastic trims?
So let's remove the plastic trims and seal these holes so your van doesn't do this. Oh, Ginny, too much. I'm also going to share with you this time-saving tool that helped me do the second side 3 times as fast as the first side.
I'm Matt and this is Sky. Together with Ginny and Little Man, we are going to build the ultimate adventure van and travel the world. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and join us on this epic new adventure? This is a Buck Life.
Back on the VW Crafter build today. Oh, it's windy. Oh, it's windy. And we are on plastic trims. The one job that everybody seems to tell me I need to do and make sure I get it done. These vans come with big holes in the side. Who would have thought? From factory they come with loads of holes in the side, and you need to do 2 things to seal these up and make your van both waterproof and drainable. The first thing you are going to need is one of these. A soldering iron. Down in the depths of your van, down here and here and all down these sills, you can see there is some little bits of foam, and these are drain holes. And the best thing, so taking a hot soldering iron, you get in there and basically just have a prod around, and you'll feel that some of those holes will start to give, and that should allow water to run out, because these vans condensate like a bitch. Make sure you got the doors open because this stinks. That's it. Okay, can you see that hole is now fully open? And just do it to all of those little points. Dealing with the grump today. You grumpy? What's up? You've not had a sleep. You need to have a sleep. Once you've pierced all the holes in the sills, it's time to take these trims off. Some of these panels just pull off, and some have a few little screws that you've just got to take off first. Keep your little screws in a pot so you don't drop them on your driveway and give yourself a puncture. Get yourself a few little plastic trim tools from Amazon and just tease the trim. Some just pull off, and some you definitely do need to get behind there with a trim tool. Little tip, do this when it's warm because they come off easier. There's clips at the top and at the bottom all the way along, and then there's a sticky strip all the way along there. So you've just got to tease it off. But if it's cold, what happens is as you pull it back, it starts to crack and crease the plastic. Another little tip if you're struggling is actually the tape here. So what I do is just very carefully peel this back and put my blade just down to help ease it off, but just be really careful not to scratch. Right, trim is off. Next little tip is to put your trim down on either a wooden board on the floor or on something padded or soft. Don't put it down on the gravel upside down. I learnt this the hard way because these are super fragile. Like the other side, I put one down, didn't even move it around on the gravel, just kind of put it down and left it there, and it was pretty scratched up afterwards. Not too bad that I'm going to replace it, but just a helpful little tip. you're wondering where I got all these tips from, it's from doing the other side and it taking me about 10 times longer than this side. The next thing you're going to want to do is take some isopropyl alcohol and just give this area a nice clean. These are all the holes that VW, Mercedes, Peugeot, all of the van builders decide to leave in the van. So it's these that we need to plug, but before we can plug them, we need to remove this sticky strip. And this is what took me absolutely ages to do on the other side. So after spending literally hours scraping it off, I suddenly remembered that you can get sticky label remover. Let me get it. You can get a car sticker remover wheel for your drill. And that literally made what took me hours on the other side take minutes on the other panels once I bought it. So I'm going to take one of these little plastic trim removing tools I'm going to scrape the bulk of this off, and once that's off I'll take the little wheel to remove the rest of that sticker. And that, you can see, has just taken all of that sticky label stuff off. That is so much quicker than trying to do it by hand. All sticky label removed. The next thing we need to do is get rid of all of this rubbery dust. Just give it a sweep or a blow, and then I'm going to wipe it all down with some more isopropyl alcohol. A little bit of a clean up along that edge again. Right, once it's all nice and clean, the next thing you're going to have to do is get some of these rubber bungs. Now you need about 60 a side for a long wheelbase crafter, probably same for a Sprinter. I'll put the link for these in the description. Now, I've seen a lot of videos where people seal these up permanently with Sikaflex, and going by guidance on the VW Crafter campervan build group, people recommend using these rubber bungs instead. This makes it so that you can actually remove the panels if you need to take them off, or if you need to replace them, or for whatever reason, but it does just as good a job as of sealing the hole. And all you simply do is place these in to each hole. One there, one there. It's also worth buying some spare trim clips. Again, I'll put the link to these in the description, just in case you break any of these when you're taking the trims off. Some people say that you can break them, but I actually haven't needed to use any of these at all. All the rubber bungs are now in place. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to reapply some adhesive tape to our plastic trim. Most of the tape will be on the van panel, but you might find on the back of your plastic trim there are just a few little bits. Just be careful when taking these off. You can bend the trim. Make sure it's on something padded and soft. I also like to give this a little bit of a clean before putting it back on. So again, I just take a little scraper, scrape that off. It's really hard to do this in Hong Kong. I'm just going to use some of this 10mm thick 3M double-sided sticky tape. You can get it in black and white. I find I bought some other stuff that was a bit thicker, but actually this is the perfect thickness to fit back onto that edge of the plastic trim. So we're just going to apply some tape all the way along this edge. Just cut that off in that corner. And there you go. Just give it a nice rub along. Don't peel the red backing plastic off until the last minute. Double check you're happy with this edge, make sure it's super clean. There might be just that odd little bit, just spend a bit of time making it super nice so you get a really good sticky bond. Another bonus from doing it this way and not bond gluing these on is that it's just super quick. You haven't got to faff about with loads of silicone or anything. These rubber bungs go in there, the clips then clip in, it all clips in really tight, and the tape is just that like added extra measure on the top. I filmed sticking it on like a pillock. So run along, making sure they're all popped in, and also that this edge is sticking. Pop any screws back on. Some of the trims have got some have got none. If you have a look from the inside, those little rubber bungs just fill out that space and clip in, and it's all pretty secure. Then just repeat on all your panels. There you go. This side of the van has gone a lot easier than the other side of the van, which just took me hours and hours. One, I did it in the cold. Two, I didn't have the sticker remover wheel for my drill, so it just took ages. But hopefully with this video you will cruise through. Thank you for watching this one. I hope you found this useful. If you want to see more of our van build and join us on some adventures, click here.